But if someone says, follow me, and exalts himself, then God does not give any power, but instead takes the power away. And he will not be children of light. He will be children of darkness like Satan. And he will not be righteous, but completely unrighteous and dies a sinner. So no matter how big the bulb and bright the bulb may be, and even the cord, the electric cord may be thick and long, but the power plant is the power plant. So the power plant is the power plant. The bulb is the bulb. It doesn't matter how many watts the bulb is. Only when it's connected to the power plant can it be useful. Or else, even a 5,000 watt bulb is useless and must be thrown away. So John chapter 7 verse 18, he who speaks from himself seeks his own glory, but he who seeks the glory of the one who sent him is true, and no unrighteousness is in him. He who speaks from himself seeks his own glory, but he who seeks the glory of the one who sent him is true, and no unrighteousness is in him. He is the children of light. It's easy to become children of light. We just keep on giving the light to others. Then we can shine to the ends of the world. But if we say, no, we don't like the sun, and we want people to look at our light, then you first become dark. It's easy to become righteous. It's easy to become children of light. So believe in the light while the light is still with you. As many as received him, to them he gave them to right to become the children of God. So we just accept him, believe in him, and glorify him, and witness for him, follow him. Then we also can become children of light. John chapter 12, verses 44 and 45. Then Jesus cried out and said, he who believes in me believes not in me, but in him who sent me. And he who sees me sees him who sent me. John chapter 12, verse 43. For they love the praise of man more than the praise of God. Then why does our daddy give us more and more power only when we exalt the Son of God, his light, and make us righteous? Jesus said, if you believe in me, you are not believing in me alone, but you are believing in who? Him who sent me. He who sees me sees him who sent me. He who believes in me believes in him who sent me. So when we exalt the Son, then the Father who is in the Son is also exalted. So because we uplift the Son, the Father also becomes uplifted at the same time. And because we join other people to Jesus, we are joining him to the Father. The Father did not come to receive glory for himself. He said, I have not come to seek the glory of man. If Jesus wanted glory, he could just stay in heaven and receive glory in heaven. Why did he come down to this earth? He came to make us children of light, to heal us of all our sicknesses, have us bear fruits, and take us to heaven. So apple trees, pear trees, chestnut trees, rice, grains, only when they accept the light of the sun and believe in the light and commit themselves to the light, can they produce fruits. How can that sunlight make us bear fruits? And if they ignore the light, then they are committing suicide. John chapter 3 verse 19. And this is the condemnation, that the light has come into the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil. And this is the condemnation. God gave them the light, but those trees, apple trees, pear trees, They refuse to receive light, and that is a condemnation. God sent His Son for all the children to receive the light, to shine in their hearts, but they refused it. So they died. But those who receive the light can automatically have the leaves and flowers of regeneration and bear fruits of sanctification. But because they refuse the light, they are dying because the germs, bacteria, kill them. So John chapter 12 verse 35. Then Jesus said to them, a little while longer the light is with you. Walk while you have the light, lest darkness overtake you. First Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 5 and 6. You are all sons of light and sons of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. Therefore, let us not sleep as others do, but let us watch and be sober. Jesus said, a little while longer the light is with you. Walk while you have the light, lest darkness overtake you. He who walks in darkness does not know where he's going. You are all sons of the light and sons of the day. So receive the light while you can. We are not of the night or of the darkness. Let us not be like the children of darkness, children of the night. Let us not fall asleep, but let's receive the light. Do you think that these meetings, these seminars will continue? Soon, the time will come when though you want to receive the grace of this seminar, you can't. So receive this light while you can. Do not be like the children of darkness and children of night, but help you diligently receive this light. People say, I wish there was a stronger light or a new light. So, if someone says something strange, they say, what? Oh, let's go listen. Some people say, I wish teacher would speak about something new. You know the sun, the one only sun in the sky. Is there another sun besides that sun? Oh, I want a different sun, a different light. And if we went under a big lamp, what would happen? Will a tree bear fruit with that light? Oh, I don't like that sun. Why aren't these grains and rice growing so fast? I wish sun will shine even brighter. Then what will happen? They will all burn. The sun should not be stronger or weaker. The sun shines its light the same every day, all the time. And though the plants don't know, though they don't feel it, they are growing and they are bearing flowers and fruits. How come teacher says the same thing every meeting? And I don't seem to be changing that much. But the more you receive this light, soon your soul will produce leaves of regeneration, flowers of sanctification, and fruits of the Holy Spirit. So little by little, and when the harvest time comes, you will have fruits. If you want a new light, or a stronger one, or a weaker light, our daddy can't give that. It's the same light from spring until fall. Those who receive that light will bear fruit. We already attended a couple times, and let's just go home. The apple tree and other fruit trees receive light spring and summer. Then, since it has a fruit and it's almost ripe, if it stops receiving the light, then what happens? It becomes black and rots. Once we receive the light, we must receive the light all the way to the end so that the fruits become ripened. And then it will be taken into the house and it will be able to sleep comfortably. That's why people come here diligently all the time. Why? Because they know though they really don't feel it, they are being changed day by day.
태풍이 지나가도
When the
야생이
rain
자라고 있다 이
comes
말입니다.
and the wind blows,
태풍은 여름철이 제일 많아요.
they are still growing.
성숙하고 있을 때 그때
And
자꾸 심술고
they are the most
산란의 폭풍이 있다 이
storms
말입니다.
and rain in summer. When it's growing the most, the tribulations come then. People say, how come there's so much trouble in our family? Oh, let's stop attending the meeting.
Then
that's the end of them. So
So
right when the fruit is getting ripe the most is when the winds blow and the storms are coming. And even if the branch is about to tear, the fruit has to stay there. And later, it will bear fruit. Even if the rest of the family leave this light and betray, I hope that you will receive this light to the end. That's all you need to do. The sunlight is the same yesterday, today, tomorrow. In the same way, the light for our heart and our soul is the same. After the day is the night. After the harvest time, winter comes. While we can receive the light, we must diligently receive the light.
자, 여기서는 빛이 은혜가 충만하지 얼굴에서 빛이 나요.
Here, you are filled with grace and light shines from your face. When you first came here, your faces were all dark, and your eyes were looking at me with slits, and you were staring at me. A few days passed, your eyes became a little bigger. And a few days afterwards, you're so happy you don't want to go. You want to go to heaven from here. How nice it would be if you just go to heaven from attending this seminar. But he sends you back home. And when you go to the world is dark. And all the grace you received here during the seminar disappears and you can't even see in front of you. And you struggle and tumble and fall. And you're in the darkness again. Then, a few days later, you come here and the light shines. Oh, I think I'm 100 watts. No, 1,000 watts. Last meeting, I was only 500 watts, but this seminar, I'm 1,000 watts. But when they went back home, the light goes out. And they are in darkness again. I'm hopeless. When I go to the meeting, I'm okay. But when I go home, I die. No, I'm hopeless. Our teacher said that we must be firm in our heart, but I'm hopeless. Please, do not be disappointed. If your light goes out, then come back here. This is the factory. And the head of the factory will fix your light and you'll shine again. Then, if you are shining so brightly, why does he just take us to heaven? Why does he send you back to the world? This is the test. Look at all the farm products in the world. In the daytime, they receive the light and they seem so happy. The fruits look big. The flowers bloom. But the night comes. Then it stops growing. It stops becoming ripe. And instead, bacteria, fungus, germs, cold winds attack the apple. Oh, it's so cold. It's so miserable. But once the night passes, then the day comes again and all the bacteria, germs, all die under the sun and it starts to ripe again. How nice would it be if it would just continue to ripe. But instead, the day passes and the night comes again. There's no light for more than 10 hours. And then the bacteria and germs attack the leaves again and the fruit. Then again, the daytime comes again, the light shines. You know why? Actually, the fruits grow more at nighttime. In daytime, it is healed and it receives nutrition, but it actually grows at night. All of you are so bright here and you're happy. But when you're struggling in darkness and going through tribulations and difficulties, you're actually growing. You must know that.
여기
This is our Father's plan. That's why there's day and night.
뭐라고 하셨냐면은
Let's look.
땅이 있을 동안 창세기 8장 22절 읽어보세요.
Genesis chapter 8, verse 22.
추위와 더위와 여름과 겨울과
While the earth remains, seed time and harvest time, and cold and heat, and winter and summer, and day and night shall not cease. So while the earth remains, as long as there is the earth in our heart, there is sowing time, harvest time, cold and heat, summer and winter, day and night. This is being fulfilled right now. At times, it's time to sow or harvest. Sometimes it's cold, sometimes it's hot, sometimes it's winter, summer, sometimes day, sometimes night. This is our Father's plan to change this all the time. So during the seminar, we're so bright and we seem like righteous people and we're like, we will never sin. But when we go back home, we fall. And the sins of germs and bacteria all attack us. Where's my father? Please help me. Where's daddy? When we sin, it seems as if daddy's not with us. So we come here again, then daddy cures us. We repent, we laugh again, and we smile and we're happy. Then, when we go in the darkness and struggle by ourselves, is when we really grow. Then he brings us here and he heals us. So finally, the harvest time comes and the fruit is ripe.
여러분 하늘의 별들을 보세요. 또 달들을 보세요.
Look at the stars in the sky,
여러분 이 낮이 지금 흐려져서
or the moon and the sun.
이 낮이
During day, it's so bright outside, isn't it?
캄캄 칠같이 어두운 밤중입니다. 이 낮.
But really,
이 성경보다 더 시커먼
in this daytime, it's actually pitch black.
시커먼데
It's darker than the cover of this Bible. It's completely black and dark. But because the sun is shining, the darkness is light. Or how about the stars and the moon at night? We can see it. All those stars at night. Then, at nighttime, it's pitch black. Those stars will orbit for thousands and millions of miles, but there's no light in front of them. There's only darkness waiting for them. Do you understand this? All those millions and billions of countless stars, no matter how far they go around in their orbit, is there any light? There's only darkness waiting for them. But these stars, they shine their light, and they shine the light to the path that they go on. And that's why the sky is bright. Even at night, you are stars. You are starlights and moonlights. So after this seminar, never expect God to shine light on the path in front of you and tell you to follow. No matter how many times you attend this seminar, 10 or 100 times, there is only darkness waiting for you. You understand? Into the dark world, the world is like night. You must go to the world and shine your light. And allow those who are in darkness to see your light and follow you. So you have to give light. There's a song, I will follow the bright light and go forward. That's wrong. I will follow dark night and shine my light and go forward. We must change this song. There is no light waiting for us, and there's no light on our way. Let's say, there is no light on our way. There's only darkness. You must be the light to shine in the darkness. Whether you go 1,000,000 miles, there's only darkness waiting for you. You must shine your light and walk on your path. Oh, last time I fell, but this time I'm not going to fall. I will follow the light. There's greater darkness waiting for you then. So then, why does our Father send you into darkness and then bring you back here and fix you and then send you back out?
참 역시
Because
하나님 아버지는 사랑이 있어요.
The light should not go out.
세상의 전능들은 한번
But
총을
our
어떻게 돼?
real Father, He is
아무리
love.
비싼 500조
In the world,
샀을 때 한번
If a
총을
light goes
넣었어요.
out,
빵
no matter how expensive and how bright it is,
쓰레기통에다 버린다 이 말이에요.
once the light goes out,
여기서는
what happens? You have to
이것을
throw it away.
큰
You throw it in the
척수를
trash.
해가지고
But here,
이제 저 순천 사람은 순천에다 갖다 깨달아.
here He makes you shine bright, and He'll send you to this city or to that city. He puts you there to shine. Or even in Japan. But as soon as they go there, there's a pop, and the light goes out. There's a pop here, pop there. In my ear, I can only hear pops. So then the factory owner comes and he puts on his glasses and he fixes all the bulbs. Then pop, pop, pop. Then he has to bring them here again. We've done that every single meeting. Now, be a bulb which never goes out. He keeps on testing and fixing and testing these bulbs. Finally, He makes you into bulbs which will never go out. Then He hangs you in heaven. And that's what these stars are. So, after this seminar, I hope you're the bulbs who will never go out anymore. Those are the ones who can be eternal lights, who shine for eternity.